Signs you intimidate people, without realizing it. Maya is looking at you across the conference table. 3 seconds. She just finished her update. Thanks for the support. She thinks you are on her side. It's 7. 14 inches the morning. You haven't spoken yet. The sentence you almost say I wasn't supporting it. I was waiting sits behind your teeth. You nod. You say nothing. You've heard it before. From your wife, Sarah's husband told her at the dinner party that you scared his wife. From HR, on a Wednesday call you weren't expecting. From no one at all. Just 2 colleagues in the elevator going quiet when you stepped in. You weren't doing anything. You don't raise your voice. You sit. You listen. And somewhere in the first 30 seconds of every room you walk into, someone has already decided you're cold, snobby, distant, intense. And you've gone home wondering what you did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. You did something rarer. And nobody told you what it was. Here's what I want you to hold. You're not intimidating. Your body walks in before you do. The room finished reading you before your mouth had a chance to introduce itself. That's not a flaw. That's a body that learned to enter a room carefully a long time ago. We'll get to who taught it. First, I want to show you the 3 parts of you that arrive ahead. There are 3 parts of you the room reads in the first 30 seconds before you've said anything at all. The first is the spine. How you take up vertical space without retracting. How you hold your weight balanced while others fidget. The second is the eyes. The gaze that lands a half second longer than expected. The focus that doesn't flicker when someone is mid-sentence. And the third is the breath. The small pause before you answer. The half-beat where you're not deciding what to say but whether to say it. The first 2, you can almost watch in a mirror. The third one walked in with you when you were 8. In 1992, something came out of a Harvard lab that explains why you walk into rooms and lose them before your mouth opens. Ambady and Rosenthal looked at 38 studies. They found that whatever the room decides about you in 30 seconds barely changes after 5 minutes of watching. Longer didn't make people more accurate. It made them more confident. 30 seconds. That's the window your body walked into the conference room with this morning. Start with the spine. You don't slouch. You don't shrink. When the conversation gets tense at the stand-up, you don't lean forward to insert yourself or lean back to escape. You stay where you are. 2 colleagues raise their voices. You keep listening. And the room reads your stillness as authority. They wait for you to weigh in because your body has the gravity of someone who's already heard them. You don't feel like authority. You feel like you're trying to catch up. But the room doesn't see your inside. It sees your spine. And your spine has been doing this a long time. You were the one who kept the dinner table calm when your father came home tired. Your spine learned to hold weight before you knew the word. Then the eyes. You watch people. Not aggressively, you don't stare. You just don't flicker. When someone is mid-sentence, you stay with them. Through the pause. Through the moment they're looking for the word. Through the small lie they almost told. They feel it. I'm 47. I still catch my eyes lingering a half second too long when someone's trying to wrap up a story. I still apologize for it in my head after they look away. I'm not apologizing today. Some of them love this. Some of them flinch. The one who flinches will later tell someone you're intense. What she means is, you watched her where she was used to being skimmed. And we have to talk about who taught you to do this. Not loud. Just here, in this letter. With you. Your father didn't tell you to read every face at the dinner table. He just made the face unreadable. And you at 8 did what the body does when the room won't tell it what's coming. You learned to look harder. Your body isn't betraying you when it walks in ahead of you. Your body is the part of you that kept watch when nobody else would. The spine that held the family weight at 8. The eyes that learned every micro-expression on your father's face so the night would be safe. They've been doing this for 39 years. They don't know how to stop. The room reads them and calls it intimidation. You read them and call it Tuesday morning. Same body, different readers. And then the breath. It's 8:47 p.m. Tuesday. You're at the kitchen counter helping your son with his math. He's 12. He's about to ask the second question not about the homework, but about the test he failed in social studies. He hasn't said the word test yet. You take a half breath. You didn't decide. The breath decided. He sees it. He decides not to ask. He asks the easier question instead. You finish the math problem. He goes to bed. The breath that helped you survive your father's dinner table is now the breath your son is reading. You won't fix that tonight. You don't have to, but you do have to name it. The breath isn't a problem. It's a memory the body never agreed to forget. 3 parts of you. The spine that holds the room. The eyes that don't flicker. The breath that decides before you do. They walked into the conference room this morning ahead of you. The room finished its sentence about you before you'd opened your mouth. Maya thought you were on her side. Sarah's husband thought you were scary. The colleagues in the elevator thought you were the boss who fires people. None of them were reading you. They were reading 3 parts of you that have been doing their job since you were 8. One thing to carry, then. Before your next meeting. Before you walk into your kitchen tonight. Before the next time someone calls you intense, ask 3 things. Which part of me arrived first today? Whose face am I reading right now? And what would my breath do if it didn't have to keep me safe? You don't need to answer them tonight. The question is the work. You weren't trying to intimidate anyone. You were trying to read the room so it didn't surprise you the way it surprised you at 8. Your spine, your eyes, your breath. They were the only language you had. Here's the sentence to learn now. My breath walks in first. I don't have to defend it. If this letter found you, the next one will too. Subscribe so it finds you.